Hello, Mush. This is either a very late night stream or a very early morning stream. Indeed, very early. Hello, Lenorix. My sleep schedule has been wild lately, so this is like daytime for me. Hello, cat. You have notes to write? What kind of notes? Thank you, Gloomy Bunny. This is a commission that I'm working on for December. Biology. Ew. Pancake, I don't need to go to sleep because I woke up at like 11 p.m. I wish I can go to sleep right now. I'm in the process of fixing my sleep schedule, but it's been tough. Try a hot drink. I have tried chamomile tea before, and it relaxes me but doesn't really help me sleep. I think it's just I'm a degen and one day I played D&D until like 10 a.m. like from midnight to 10 a.m. because it was a really good session, and then it ruined me. I was sleeping like a normal person for a few months, which is an accomplishment for me. Sleeping, at like 11 p.m., waking up at like 7 a.m. or 6 a.m. And then I went and ruined it. But luckily I ruined it at the end of the semester after finals, so I don't have any obligations. And trust me, like honestly, this is kind of like a normal sleeping schedule for me. just completely being a night owl and a vampire. But I am going on a Christmas trip soon, and I need to fix it in time for that. I can do it. Thank you. I do believe in myself. My method, and I know myself enough to know that this is the best method for me, is just trying to do the whole cycle and until I actually reach like a good sleeping schedule. So right now I sleep at around 2 p.m. and I'm trying to like keep inching it forward until it reaches a reasonable time. So like today I'm probably going to try to stretch it to 3 p.m. and then eventually 4 and then 5 and then 6 and then 7 and then 8, and hopefully my ideal time is like 10 to 11 p.m. Thank you very much. Tasty line art. I'm pulling up my old art to use as inspiration. This old art, I think, was my best piece in 2022. It's my favorite piece that I did last year, and it still holds up today. I agree. It looks really good. That's why I'm using it as inspiration. I need to manifest the same energy that I did with this piece. Honestly, don't know what happened to me. Feels like I got possessed by an art ghost because it's so good. Hello, Gia. Oh, we have the same time zone then if it's 5 a.m. for you. Seems like for everyone else it's completely different times. We're all in different countries. I always start with the eyes when I do line art for some reason. Like, even before doing the jaw or the head, I always do the eyes and then the eyebrows. Do you all prefer these YouTube streams, by the way, over Twitch streams? Because I think last year I only did Twitch streams, but I thought it might be better to do YouTube streams since I already have an audience on YouTube. But I'm not sure if like it might be better to do Twitch. I guess it's pretty biased to ask a YouTube chat, if Twitch and YouTube are better, but I know that there's actually a way to stream on both at the same time, so maybe I'll try that one day. more down to earth and chill? Is it because like Twitch chats already have a type of culture that tends to not be chill? I do kind of miss emotes, and I don't know if YouTube has them also. I haven't really figured out how to like do that for my channel yet. Oh, like donations and subs. I don't believe YouTube has subs. They do have memberships, but I don't really do that. Yeah, what I didn't like about Twitch is having to set up the alerts and viewership going down when I didn't have them set up. Hello, Blowy. If that's how you say that. Hello, hello. Oh, there are donations on YouTube. Well, I'm just trying to talk to people, so. Oh, did I pronounce it wrong? Blowy? I don't know. Okay. Is, okay, you gotta tell me how to pronounce it, because honestly, I can't think of another way to possibly pronounce that. Thank you. Thank you for liking my art style. Bluey. Oh, okay, and I said blowy because OE. Now that makes sense. And you know, it's a lot more friendly than what I said. Everyone has such different time zones. Well, luckily my stream schedule, I don't stream at all the same time, so you know, these late night streams are for the people who are possibly on the other side of the world. Because if I streamed at like 3 p.m. for me, then maybe you wouldn't be able to watch. So these work out. Trying to remind myself not to focus too much on the line art because I'm gonna paint over it anyway. It's okay, it's okay. I don't need to fix my sleep because I currently don't have obligations. There's nothing that I need to be awake for in the morning. It's except for actually today. I need to go to AAA to get some car stuff sorted out. But other than that, nothing else except for Christmas week. But I am actually trying to fix it. Okay. Bluey, if you think your art looks bad, just remember that every artwork has an ugly face, and you just have to get over that bump and make it look good. I'm hoping to finish this piece before Christmas week so I don't have to worry about finishing it during my holidays. And bye, Bluey. Hope your art looks good. What are you procrastinating on, Spooks? Honestly, I'm also procrastinating on my final project. I don't have to present mine though, so I hope it's not like due tomorrow. I hope you still have some time to finish. Hello, Lotus. I think someone here, I don't know if they're still here, someone here was doing like biology notes. I'm pretty sure we're all procrastinating on something. Same, Den. I also like to do-to-do lists. I forget about it the entire day, but it is very satisfying to cross everything out once I actually remember it. Well, spooks, I'll be here. I do mine out Google Docs, so I really don't see it unless I'm on my computer. But it still helps to keep track. I do more of like a weekly to-do list rather than a daily one. What helps with drawing hands is that I have a mirror right next to me and I could just pose in the mirror to see how my hand should look. I need to fix these fingers because they're not looking like how I want them to. This goggle is gonna be difficult for me, I just know it. I'm a huge fan of primary colors. This goggle looks rough, but I'm hoping it'll look better once I color it. Hello, Silver Vermilion. That's a cool name. I like that name. Honestly, draw it anyway, even though it's gonna take a long time. When you're done with it, you're gonna be extremely proud of yourself. Alright, I'm gonna take a break because I need to pee. Be right back. What is going on in chat? Cat boxes. Yo, I want to upload my own custom emotes, but I don't know how to do it. You and your cat boxes. The custom emotes that I have, though, I made them like years ago, and they're like for Twitch. So I have like a Pog emote. Let me see if I can find the files. Okay, these emotes are still really cute. Oh god, it's real pixelated, but here's a high one. Here's hype. And then haha. And then a pog. Here's a heart. I have a heart one also. This one, and then my favorite. Which is this derpy high right here. This one also. It's a good one. That I have like two variations for it. And then there's like a drooling one. So I have to figure out how to upload these for my channel if I even can. But those are my emotes. Wait, I kind of want to add them onto my stream overview. Hold on. There you go. I'll figure that out some other day. I mean, honestly, that does sound, even though you're joking, that does sound very fun. I can probably figure that out. I've done it before, so you know what? Let me see if my liner is good enough to lasso tool this. Oh my god, it is. It just needs a little help in some areas. It is. And for me, because my line art is crunchy and textured, even if I did have gaps or having no gaps, um, it still wouldn't do what I want it to do because it's textured. Hello, Doot G. Oh my god, you draw animals? Honestly, I applaud you because I avoid drawing animals. I honestly find that filling in colors like manually is a little therapeutic sometimes though, like using a coloring book, so I don't mind it as much. Plus, I'm too attached to my crunchy brushes. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Kat. See? You just gotta start and see where it goes. It's very rare for someone to call my art clean. I've had people call my finished art doodles because I tend to do it very messily. That's why I say it's rare. Thank you, thank you. And don't worry, you're not late. I'm gonna be here for a little bit more. You can do it, Den. I believe in you. They're just words. Preparing myself mentally to start coloring the skin. Yeah, going back to the basics always helps. Anyone else have like art books that you bought but never have actually touched? Because I definitely have a stack and it's just rotting in my closet. I tried to study from the figure drawing one like once, and then I gave up. So I gave up after like one page because I didn't like how I drew. It didn't work, but you're pretty good at drawing bugs now. Well, pretty good achievement because I think bugs are hard to draw. Wait, Bluey, you're back. I thought you were like going to sleep or something. I think cat means revolution. I went to the bathroom and they started a cat box revolution in chat. What resolution and dimensions do I work on? Oh, I guess you can't see it on my stream, but I do above 300 DPI. Right now I'm doing 350 DPI, and this is around 5 by 5 inches. And I work in inches instead of pixels. Well, that ad really interrupted. I have auto ads on. I think they play every 12 minutes, and I'm not sure if, like, that's too much or too little. I'm just guessing. I really only play manual ads when I take a small break. Drawing men is hard, honestly. I'm still trying to, like, work on that. I have a problem with drawing men's faces. I think I can draw their bodies, like, well enough. But when it comes to their faces and their eyes in particular, it gets difficult because I'm so used to drawing female eyes or feminine eyes. And with, like, eyelashes, I love drawing eyelashes, but then it comes to men, I'm like, or masculine characters, I'm like, I don't want to make their eyes too big because, like, they won't look like how I want it to. So I'm like, how do I do this? Really, I've pretty much only drawn men who are a bit on the feminine side or non-binary characters. That's my experience. Now I'm gonna do some overpainting. There's chatting. People are talking in chat. Oh, there is sound. It's just there's no music. I don't like to play music on my streams since I listen to copyrighted music, so feel free to listen to your own. Hello, LPS Emily. I remember you from my other streams. You gotta go, Spooks. Goodbye, Spooks. Thanks for being here. My gosh, it's 6 a.m. How am I up? Well, you see, my sleep schedule is pretty messed up. I'm trying to fix it, and we'll just see. I've been sleeping at 2 p.m., and every day I'm trying to stretch it all the way to like 8 8 p.m. or 10 p.m. So today my goal is to stay up until 3 p.m. and then just keep going and going until it reaches actual nighttime. Dutch homework. Okay, Bluey. I'm honored to inspire you to draw. You wake up at 7 a.m. after sleeping at 2 a.m.? That's not a lot of sleep. Oh, thank you guys for telling me that I inspire you. Really, really helps me keep going. I'm honored. I'm honored. Need to go to school. Yeah, this is a commission. My redraw, I will probably not do on stream, just because it's gonna be for a video. So, if you're wondering what I'm gonna redraw, let me pull it up. If I finish this, I might have started it on stream, but I think I'm just gonna do it off stream. I'm gonna redraw this one. This is from 2018, and I drew it after being inspired by the movie Clueless, even though I've never watched it. But I'm gonna redraw this because I really, really like the colors that I used with it, and it's like honestly has the vibes that like of my current style. It has that vibe. And so I'm like, okay, what if I drew it in my current style? It would be really fun to see, how that goes. So I'm gonna redraw that hopefully this week. Hopefully I'll record it this week and then edit it and get the video out before I leave for Christmas. But that might be the only video I upload in December. Hello, welcome, welcome. I've spent so much time on these eyes. I need to move on. I need to bring this nose down. Hmm. Yeah, that's a really annoying thing about Procreate. And it's like, usually, like on Clip Studio, that blurry thing only happens if you size it up or down, or you rotate it or something. But for the most part, the quality stays the same if you're just moving it. But in Procreate, it's like, why does it do that even when you're just moving it slightly? What I do like doing in Procreate though is sharpening my final image to make it look just a little crisper. I actually have a whole video about how to do commissions. I don't know how much it holds up in today's age, but I did it last year. It tells you like what you need and what you should be doing, but when it comes to pricing, honestly, if you're not feeling confident that your art is worth what you're pricing, do minimum wage. Never go under minimum wage. Yeah, do not give away free art. Think of like all the effort that you do to finish that piece. It should be worth at least $20. Like your time, your all your work, it should be worth at least $20. And let's be real, $20, like there's not much you can even do with $20 in today's economy, so at least do $20. But highly encourage you to do more. I think for my first commission back in like 2013, I charged like $15. And some people today don't even do that for their first commission. So at least 15 to 20 if you're not super confident in it. Art is time and effort on your behalf, and I think you should definitely be compensated for it if the people are worth, if the people are willing to pay. I remember when I was still not confident in my art and I was doing commissions, this one person commissioned me and I was actually kind of scared to accept this commission because it had a whole background and like I was kind of nervous about doing it because it was stuff that was out of my comfort zone. And then I accepted it and they paid me double. Like the tip that they gave me was the double the amount that, I had charged them. So I think I got paid like $100 for it. Let me see if I can find it. This might have been like in 2015 or 2016. And then they commissioned me like 3 times before. Yeah, and it makes you feel so good because it's like, wow, someone thought my art was good enough to pay me like this much money. And it really boosts your confidence. There's always going to be people out there that want to support you and want to give you that support. Let me try to find this. This was a while ago. So, luckily I've kind of organized my folders. Oh no, they commissioned me 4 times actually. Here, so uh this is the first commission that they wanted from me. This is just the Diana Moon skin from League of Legends. And their theme was very moon, and I wasn't very confident in my ability to draw full bodies, so I was very like, oh my god, like what am I doing? I was really nervous that they would feel like it wasn't worth the amount of money that they were paying for. And then more of the same character and like galaxy stuff. And then the same character. And oh my god, this is so low quality. No way. This one's my favorite. This one is my favorite. And then the Diana one. But each of those were like I got paid $100 in when I was like 15 and I wasn't fully confident. So honestly just take that leap, you know, and do commissions. Increase your prices bit by bit. And eventually you'll reach a place where you're comfortable, where you're like, yeah, my art is worth this, and you're not doubting yourself anymore. Yeah, I recently saw a tweet where a commissioner commissioned an artist that I follow, and then they had sent them to sketch. And then the commissioner was like, oh, can you do it in a different style? And it's like, what do you mean? Like, this is my style. Like, why are you commissioning me if you want something not in my style? So, you might get people like that. Who knows? Also, remember that you have every right to decline. You can definitely say no to people. You work fast, Cat. Like, All that cleaned up sketch already? Yeah, Emily has a point. It's definitely a good point. Yeah, Kat, go ahead and post it. I don't care if people post links. If you're just coming in now, welcome. Honestly, though, I feel like people asking for free art is something you can't ever escape, no matter what you do. So, honestly, I've been spending way too much time on this skin. Like, I need to move on. Would I ever do critiques on stream? Maybe. I feel like I would be afraid of being too mean, though. I mean, I only have experience doing critiques in college, so I do think I have, like, I know the etiquette to, like, not hurt people's feelings. Because the rules in college is say what you see, uh, and if you don't like it, don't say you don't like it. Say, oh, I think this looks a little off, and then say what they can do to make it better. And don't bring feelings into it. Don't be like, I hate how this looks. No, don't do that. So maybe like an improvement stream, possibly. I definitely wouldn't like shred or roast that it was art though. I'm not cooling. All right. And yes, I do have a Discord. It should be linked in the description of the stream. Yeah, I realized while I was talking that's like, okay, I probably do know how to critique fairly. Yeah, correct, Kals. Not Kals, Cat. Sorry, I have a friend named Kals, so I just defaulted to saying that. We're also taught to like not just focus on the negatives and also mention what you think that they did well. Like, for example, we did self-portraits, so actually didn't go to the critique for that one, but you could say like, oh, the proportions on this look really good, and the shading looks really good, but I think the shading in the hair could be done a little better and be more detailed, or like, something like that. Or like this shadow could be darker and maybe that'll make the rest look lighter, something like that. Now I kind of want to do it, Emily, honestly. Honestly, like link a piece and maybe I'll do a little something, like just a quick one. And I'll do it after I reach a point in this skin that I feel like I can take a break from. Hello, Theo. This 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 brush is called the Everything brush. You can find it in my Gumroad shop in the description of the stream, and it's pay what you want, so you can totally get it for free. How big is my canvas normally? So this is 350 DPI, and it's around 5 by 5 inches big. I work in inches, but let's see. I said 5, I just rounded up. In pixels, it's 1,600, but I would say go up to 2,000 minimum. Draw big, and you can always resize down because it's harder to size up than sizing down. Oh, does it not let you send links? How do I allow that? What if you like put a space, uh like you break up the link, you put a space somewhere. Like before the dot com something. Cuz I don't know how to let people. I don't even know how to look at like the messages that were timed out. Dang it. All right. I mean, yeah, I could just go look. I don't know if you're in the Discord. This is so jank. I have an idea. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna make a Google Doc. Then you can put in the Google Doc. If I can post links. hopefully YouTube lets me post links as a streamer. This is so scuffed. Absolutely scuffed. Okay, I would not call anyone's piece jank, right? Let me finish this skin and then I'll go look at that. Oh my god, that picture. Yeah, anyone can go and put their piece there, so feel free, feel free. By the way, when putting your link there, you're giving me permission to draw over your art and like redline it, okay? I am a visual explainer. So, hello Roma. Also, make sure to label which one is yours so I know who's who. Alright, I'm gonna start looking since I finished the skin. I look Emily's first since she asked first. Oh my god, I have so many tabs open. Hold on. Ooh, okay, I'm just gonna screenshot it because I can't like copy from Instagram. This is Emily's. Make sure I give credit where it's due. Alright, Emily, you here? So, what kind of like feedback are you looking for? So, I know what to give you. Because this looks really good. What, like facial anatomy? Oh, shading? Alright. So, it's very, very pastel. And it's very low contrast also. So if I do this, you can see here that the values, there's low contrast, but like within the skin there's low contrast. You can almost not tell the difference in the value here. And let's see how it is in saturation, which I will do by doing correction layer, hue saturation, and then put the saturation all the way down. So this also is very low contrast when it comes to saturation. Hold on, let me pause my music. It's distracting me. So what you can do is lower the values or saturation of some of these, like the shading, right? Let me see if I can do this. It's like that's your blush color. And this is your skin color, your base color. And there's not much of a difference. What you can do is bring that shading color more into the piece. So it's a little bit more obvious. This because it's darker. So you could use this in more areas of the piece. You can use that as a blush too. It also depends on what you want to be more accentuated in the piece. So like these lips, you can take that color and just add some more saturation to it. And this the shading here, let me not cover those words. This is your base color. This is your shading color. And from what I could already tell without even like just by instinct is that there's not enough hue variation here. And then this is your highlight. There's a little hue variation here. And by that I mean where it sits on the color wheel. So if you see here, so like that type of color instead, you know? And it'll look less I don't want to use the word dull, but it'll just add something to it. Like hue variation is really important. This highlight is actually here's the difference. You can see it. And this is also pretty good, and you can introduce some of that darker shade into the hair. Yeah, I know I keep cutting out. It's because I'm on push to talk. Maybe I should take it off right now. Hold on. Let me do that. All right, I took push to talk off. I hope most of what I said, you know, uh like you heard. All right, who is next? I think Kat. I hope that was helpful, Emily. You said something about the lips earlier. Let's see. You're scared to do lips because you make everything too light. Um, honestly, just commit to it. You could always do like something like this, where Okay, that's too much. Or it's like, just make it dark and then lower the opacity, right? Like, that's obviously too much, but you can lower the opacity and see where it takes you. And then find a balance. Alright, let me look at cats in the community tab. Alright, cat, let me know what you were looking for specifically to be critiqued on, and I'll try my best. I'm gonna drink water real quick. Reminder to everyone else, hydrate, hydrate. This is super cute. It's giving me Maple Story vibes. And I can already tell that you're doing some overpainting. Um this is cats, right? Cat, did you hear me? What type of feedback are you looking for specifically? Oh, bye Emily. Bye. Thank you for being here. Oh no, is there a delay in the chat now? Alright, mostly with colors or backgrounds. I think these colors look pretty good, honestly. Um, there's good. So if we isolate the characters, like this character here, and then this character here, they already have good color schemes just within themselves. Although, this here, is that flower supposed to be in front of her or behind her? Oh wait. This is where she stops. Okay, so it is behind her. So this is good because you have a dominant color with this character, which is, you know, yellow. And the eye color looks good because it's bluish and also green. And blue is a complementary color of yellow. Then over here, pink and green, which are complementary. And in this entire piece, if you bring this green in the middle, it makes for a pretty good color scheme because you have pink. Let me just take this one. Yellow and green. And these look good. It's giving kind of like a watermelon vibe, right? So that's why it works. Um, I don't know like what you could do differently. Here's something that I like to do if you really want them to pop. I do a correction layer. I take the brightness and contrast. And I put the contrast to like 25. And then I put that to saturation. And this is obviously too much, but then I put that to like 50%. Now, this is the difference. It's very subtle, but it adds a pop to it. So this is without and this is with. With, without, with. You can see it mostly in this area right here. The reds or the pinks here. See that? It'll help them pop out. I will say, this is not relating to the color choice. Or I guess it is coloring. If you're gonna, if your purpose in overpainting is to change the colors of the lines, I think you don't have to overpaint that. You can just do a clipping mask or alpha lock the lines themselves and just color the lines, because you can still see the lines underneath the overpaint here. You can still see the black lines, and it's throwing it off a little, like the harmony of the piece. So if you're wanting to color the lines, just color the lines. You don't have to overpaint them, because you're not necessarily rendering, you're just changing the lines. So um you would like these black lines are clashing with your overpaint a little bit. So yeah, that's like an improvement, I guess. But it still looks really good. I like this dude over here. All right, who's next? I don't know how many I'll do. I think there's like 4 people on here, 5. Den. Let's see. Is Den here? I'm trying to copy this. Hmm. How do I add a new page? Sorry, I'm trying to get the image and I'm having a hard time copying it. Alright, screenshot. Is Den here? Alright. What are you looking for? Anatomy, shading, coloring. I like the colors on this one very much. This is Astarion, isn't it? Is it Astarion? The Baldur's Gate 3 brain rot? Is this Astarion and your tab? Oh, it's not Astarion. Okay. Very nice Soci anyways. Anatomy. Alright. Um One thing I notice, oh, Good Omens. I see. I see a lot of Good Omens fan art on my timeline, but I can't totally recognize the characters yet. So this is the thigh. The knee. Thigh. And then waist. Then torso. And shoulder. Um, this arm. I'll do this. This arm looks a little short. Like this forearm. Because, and this arm in general, unless it's like foreshortened, and it's like this. It's going like that. Because if you were to take this elbow, because this is the elbow is normally where it aligns with the belly button. So if their belly button would be like right here, this arm starting from the shoulder should be right there. But yours is a little shorter. So I think this could be a little longer. The hand also could be a tad bit bigger. Tad bit. It's looking a little small. So elongate the elbow a little bit. Because if you were to take this now and tilt it, it would be aligning with that center line where your belly button normally would be. And I was about to say the torso looks a little long, but I think that's fine. It's fine. Are you looking for facial anatomy also? Because that was body anatomy. Yeah, I see the clavicle here. This armpit looks really good also. This muscle here. Bicep. And you even got the middle part of the sternum. And then this character back here. This is the elbow, arm. And I think this is a cloth being draped over. Correct me if I'm wrong. Also facial. Alright. Let's do facial. First thing I notice is this forehead right here. It's sticking out a little. So just kind of shave it off. And let's see. The nose, where that nose is, it usually should be half of the face, right? So half of the face be like this. Of course, not everyone's proportion is the same, but you can squish the face down a little to match those proportions. So shave off a little of the forehead. The eyebrow can stay there. And also, I think this cheekbone, if you want, you could really accentuate the cheekbone. Actually, I think your face is longer because the mouth is open. So that's alright. And this... I mean, this is stylistic now. Like, I don't want to ruin your style, right? Maybe bring the mouth up. Because there's a pretty big gap between the nose and the mouth. And you're also... It looks like your character, or this character, is looking up. So you want them... Since the nose is at this angle, right? The mouth would be closer. Because that's how the mouth would look from that angle. To make them look like they're looking up a little bit more. At the moment, the nose is like in this upturned pose, but the rest of the face kind of isn't. So that's what you can possibly do. And this the profile You want to have a guideline. So let's say this is your guideline of the skull. So the hair would kind of protrude out a little bit more because the skull, you know, so the hair would be a little bit more like that. And then the nose. This is where you have the nose. The placements, I think, is fine. It's just, it's looking a little weird because the forehead is sticking out more than the mouth, than the jaw. And normally, it's either aligned together, like that for people, like this right here. And then there's a dip here for the where the eyes are. And then eyebrow. And then the mouth is sticking out further. You know, if you draw a straight line up here, it's usually sticking out further than the forehead, but you had the forehead sticking out further than the mouth. So drawing something like this is really helpful. And the eyebrows, you could probably bring the eyebrow like that. Like that. Of course, not everyone is the same. You can mess around with Liquify. If you really like that type of forehead, you can bring it forward a little bit more. And see, that's looking more aligned with what you had. And it just looks a little better. But overall, really good piece. I like the pose. I like this like line, this line of flow that you have going on, right? And honestly, I struggle a lot with these lines right here when it comes to arms. So I applaud you for getting that looking good. All right. Who's next? Wait, I could have kept that canvas. I'll do the other two people. You know what? Whatever. I'll do everyone. I guess I got a good bit of progress on this done. So, uh, that's the last time I'm gonna work on this, and then I'll do the rest of the crits, and then I'll end stream. I'm gonna play an ad while I prepare for this next one. So the stream will be up afterwards. It might need some time to process, but it will be up afterwards, and I might go back and timestamp some of the, you know, significant parts. You finish your bio notes. Congratulations. Congratulations. Ooh. Whose piece is this? On the doc, it says Brandon. Dust Bunny. Oh, wait, did I get this right? Is this Brandon's? Is it? And then... Hold up, let me get their names. This is Dust Bunny. And then this... I'll just screenshot the entire thing. And this is Mooncakes. And then there's another one. I'm just gonna do these three and then stop. And then there's this one. Let's see. Help with perspective. This one is yours, right? Perspective and shading. First thing I'll say, the colors look great. I'm not seeing much perspective though in this with the background. Like this one definitely has perspective, but what do you mean by perspective here? And also shading. I think the shading looks great though. Walking around your room is definitely not weird, cat. One thing maybe I would say is bring this wing over. It looks like it's a little further away compared to the rest. What's this? Like how the water looks. You can... So you have the water splashing like this, right? You can maybe add some water in the foreground. Like that. Oh wait, is that a fish? Is that a fish? I see the other fish now. Oh, you're right, there's fish. Or maybe like fish that are further. So blue for fish. Fish that are closer to the camera. They're bigger. So that there's more depth to it. The fish are cute though. Also, here, I barely noticed this fish right now. Oh god. So you could darken some of these lines or add some shadow on the feather. Okay, that's too dark. You know, be like, hey, there's a fish here. Because that fish kind of blended in a little. Or... Yeah, just outline it a little. Trying to think of what else. Honestly, it's not far-fetched. You know, it's kind of the same shape as a feather. But I see the eyeballs. I think they're really cute. But overall, I think it's good. If you're wanting to add more depth, you can make the background darker. Not that dark, but you know, don't color pick for the colors that I'm giving you right now, but just to add a little more depth. Depth? Such a hard word to say. Depth? Yeah. Hey, I mean, I get lazy with drawing stuff too. Alright. But yeah, maybe add some water. Let me see if I... So this one, outline it a little more. To be over here, but not those colors. Maybe take one of those fish, like this one. Grab that. Put it in the foreground. Make it bigger. Okay, that looks weird. You know, make it feel like there's stuff that's actually closer to... But yeah, I really like the vibe you have going on. It's like it's it's not so saturated, but it's almost like there's like a haze over it. It kind of reminds me the colors of, you know how old anime is very flat colors, and it kind of looks like you took like a color and then you put that on multiply, and it just makes them all look good together. And your whites aren't white, and they're a little bit more gray, and I love that. All right, who is next? This is Mooncakes, who I think goes by Mari. Or is this EXO? This is Mari. Is EXO and Mari the same person? Is Mari here? Oh, you did put a multiply layer on it. See, it looks good. I need to drink some water. Hold on. Okay, EXO and Mari are not the same person. All right. Um, you say the shadows don't look quite right. I think the shadows look fine. So there's, I guess it depends on which shadows you mean. So I see these shadows, right? The shadow, these shadows. These shadows. It all really depends on where your light source is. So, from what I'm guessing, where you have the shadows currently, they're like maybe coming from here, the light. Let me make it yellow. Looks like the light might be coming from here. But then you have this shadow over here. That makes me also think that maybe the light is just pointed down, like this. That's confusing. But instead of being angled, it's like this. Is that correct? If you really want the shadows to pop, you can make them darker. This is very dark. And this here and the purse on this side would be darker also. And whatever this thing is would also have, and then the glass also have a shadow. And then also that. The inside of the purse would be way darker. But your perspective here also looks amazing. Like that. And this would actually be a bigger shadow. And the arm would have a shadow on the body. Right here. And if the light is coming from here, this pipe would have shadow right here. And this shadow would be darker. This. And also the shoes. Don't forget about the shoes. And then you could even make it pop even more by highlighting the light that would hit. You'd add a rim light or whatever. Kind of do have it. I can see it, you know, on the hair. What is this? I'm curious. What is this? Is it like a piece of tissue? Oh, this would be lighter. My guess is that it's a piece of tissue. Yeah, bloodied tissue. Which, or maybe lipstick? Now they're storytelling. I'm curious. Makes me wonder. Alright, let's see before and after. British tissue? No, I can't beatbox, fortunately. Unfortunately. So there's the difference. Don't know how much of a difference the light makes, but I hope this was helpful, Mari. The smoke seems flat, but that could also just be a stylistic choice. I don't think the smoke looks bad. So, I don't think the smoke needs to be changed. Smoke is hard to draw. Alright. Who is next? Ha. H-A is next, and this is the last one I'm gonna do before I end. I love painting. I'm assuming if you're here, Ha, I'm assuming anatomy. Yes. Okay, anatomy. Um I think you've done a pretty good job already of making the person look like they're looking up. That's something I applaud because I struggle with that. This hand, I think, also looks pretty good. Let me look at my own hand to like kind of make sure. Yeah, I have this line. And you have that. Um, this looks a little weird, but maybe it's just me. I don't know, maybe it might look better if the fingers just came down instead of curling in. And my instinct is telling me that this finger is big. This one right here, looking a little big. But overall, the hand looks really good. Don't worry, I'll get to the face. So maybe make it a little shorter and a little smaller. The finger itself, the nail could be, you know, as long. Let me actually draw the entire hand. Now I'm invested in the hand. So I'll do that in blue. So this. And you have a thing like that. You have a thumb doing that. Then the face, this eye bring it in a little bit. Oh god, I have to find a layer. So, bring that in. Well, it's not 4 a.m. for me anymore. Because I don't think the eye would be touching this, right? Also, this eye, either make this eye bigger to match the size of this, or make this smaller. I'll make this one bigger for now. I know perspective, you know, the perspective makes you think, oh, it would be smaller. And in some ways, yes, but not that small. There's a difference so far. Let me bring the nose bridge back in. Also, the eyeball, with my changes, the eye line is also improved. Because it looks like it's looking. But here, kind of looks like it's looking up. Guess it really depends on where you want them to look. And then, if you want, we can make this eye. The eye is looking a little wide. The nose is short. That could be a stylistic choice. And it's either the nose is short or the lips are very low. But again, that's stylistic. I think the nose and the ear are aligned. So that's fine. Although you could very well just hide the ear if you wanted, because it is behind the hair. So the eyes. Yeah. I'm not gonna change the mouth and the nose because that could be stylistic. But the eyes, yeah, can definitely be improved. You can accentuate the angle they're from. Alright. Trying to see if there's anything else I could say, possibly about the body. But, here the hair. The hair is giving a little flat. Maybe it's just me, because I like to do this with my drawings. But I like to, like, this line right here, I would have brought it up. But that's because when I draw, like, hair, I like to really, like, do that thing. But you don't have to change that. That could be... I mean, yours is probably more, like, practically correct. But that's just another thing I have to say. The neck. Let's see. So right now you have the neck like that. And, you know, body maybe like that. Like that. Let's just cut it off there. So the clavicle would be here. And you have the neck muscle right there. I it looks a tad bit weird. Maybe you could move it here. It's the way you have it. Like that. This is going like that. Maybe you could flatten it here a little bit. Not sure how much that would help. But I believe you had the ear here. And then the skull. You could make the cheekbone pop out more if you want. That's a stylistic thing. Yeah, I think you could move this. The muscle is called the sternocleidomastoid. Have I done a face reveal? Not officially. I don't really. It's not like I'm hiding my face. I just don't post it that much. But I've definitely shown my face. On my other channel, my little secret booktube channel, I did a 3-hour like recap video of Percy Jackson books where my face is there the entire 3 hours. So there's that. Honestly, let me post that video because I'm pretty proud of it. It took me a lot of work to get it done. So if you're interested in Percy Jackson, it is December. They're doing the TV show. I'm not proud of this channel, but I am proud of this video. So if you want to see how I look, it's over there. I think the neck looks pretty good. You could perhaps make it thicker. Since right now you have it like over here. Make it thicker. Like that. And then... oh yeah. Here is... let me try and make the neck thicker and see how it looks. And also move this a little over here. I'm pretty, thank you. Yeah, I gave them some eyeliner a little bit because my lines are thick. But yeah, the hand. It brings back some of the lines if you want a screenshot. It'll be here. The stream will be here. But yeah. Let me go back to my art. My voice is kind of taking a toll. So even though I want to work on this a little bit more, I might just do that off stream. Because my voice needs a break. So I think I'm done for now. It's been 3 hours. I got some other stuff to do. So thank you everyone for being here. It was fun to see all your art. I hope I helped. And see you next time I stream, whenever that is.